let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Straight to the air they go. He finds Tigakonkwo for the grab. And he's out of bounds after pushing just past the 40. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Throwing here, Ritter. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do, getting home with that sack.
Let's go now.
The first carry here for Tony Pollard. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
You know you love some of my buzzwords, kid. I know you do. And this one was about willpower. He got the rock a long way from the chains and put his teammates on his back for a heck of a run and a great try at that 1st down.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Right back to Pollard. And this not quite the big hitter we just saw. They get him at the line. No gain there, and that'll bring up 4th and a few.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday, but doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
4th and 3, drive on the line.
Viking 18. Warrior 70. Sack Dragon 60.
They'll go, it's Pollard. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. So the run doesn't get the yardage. It's a turnover on downs.
And what a battle of wills we just got to see. Fighting in the trenches on a 4th down run. Trying to play conservative, keep it on the ground to power it across. But there was no overcoming a front, just as equally motivated to get off the field.
Crowd right. Set.
Now Jalen Wright gets it for the 1st time. And they get there to take him down right around the 41.
Even though that run did not net them a 1st down, I can promise you this, kid. I promise you. I know how it works. They're going to circle that one. They're going to remember that one. And when they need some key yards on the ground, they'll come back to that call later.
Right again. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. It's a meager 2-yard gain, but that's enough to award them the 1st down.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you want to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
21. Taylor tight.
1st down, and they go right back to him. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Here's 2nd and 11. Has him on the quick hitter. And he didn't get much time to secure it as he takes a shot. Good job to even hang on through that catch there.
Kate, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes just like that.
Go.
They run it from the gun with Wright. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. They snap it to Herbert. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Has a hole left, room to run. Into the red zone. And it's a touchdown as he brings it back for the pick six. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Herbert back to it after the pick. He's got Quentin Johnson complete. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Gets this to McConkey. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40.
Baylor Tiger. Baylor Tiger.
Man in motion here. Now a run with Wright. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. That was Harold Landry making the tackle. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9. We've reached the end of one in this opening round of the AFC playoffs. Neither side separating much so far. More from Nissan Stadium coming up after the break. We're back and all set for the 2nd quarter. Charger football. They have 2nd and 9 for their first play. This one's a little touch pass forward to his man coming across. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. Herbert here, 3rd and long. Ooh, put some heat on that one, Brock, but it falls incomplete. A good defensive play breaks that one up. So that brings up 4th and long.
Yeah, that ball looked good out of his hands. It just couldn't get through the defense cleanly. Somebody tips it away and saves a potential completion.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And a fair catch made without incident just inside the 25. So no return on that punt. And the Titans will get set to take over. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Set up. Panther 60, Panther 60. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Take over.
Now They'll start this one on the ground with Pollard. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. Javon Bullard bringing that play to an end. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. From the 28. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
You know, so often we talk about speed offensively, right? We love receivers that can run. Well, that was a perfect example of how speed kills you defensively. A hurried throw almost ended an interception. And that wasn't until after they almost brought him down behind the line for a sack. Speed's the difference.
Timeout called by the Chargers. They're first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Ritter. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time, well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
Begins his return at the 16. That's going to be a highlight there, a 68-yard punt. And the Chargers take possession. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Herbert from the gun. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Titans get it back after making their 3rd first half interception. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32.
Let's go.
Ritter setting up to throw. That's going to be caught. Tony Pollard. This is ahead for about 5. Brought down on the effort by Derwin James. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. They go play action here. Has it at the 7. And that's a Tennessee touchdown. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
That one splits the uprights. And the Titans double their lead to 14. Aubrey now to kick this one away. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
21. Go.
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Not on the same page with his tight end. And it sets up 2nd down. Wright running out of the gun. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. They get about 4 there, need a little more than that now on 3rd and 6.
When you don't have great success on 1st down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd down situation.
Breaks the tackle, green grass ahead. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
Ask for a little bit more on that one. Ask that running back to come up with more than he's used to on third down. He made it look like just another day at the office. I wouldn't expect every conversion to go as smoothly. He sure made that one look routine.
And he'll go out of bounds close to that 35-yard line. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Here's a give inside to right. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
Ray. Moment to try. Ready.
From the 34. Short pass brought in. And they bring him down. Looks like he got into the 27. That brings us to the 2-minute warning at Nashville. It's the Chargers with only a yard to go here on third down.
Let's go.
A play fake. Now Herbert to throw. And they can't connect on the third down deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it, but it's incomplete, and now we've got fourth down.
Defensive coaches in the NFL say it all the time. Limit the big play. Keep these guys in front of you. Well, this defense is going to have to stay vigilant because this receiver, he could take the lid off a defense at any time.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on fourth.
Yeah.
The play clock ran all the way down there, and this is going to cost the offense. A little slow to operate the offense, and they're going to back it up as a result of that penalty. So on fourth down, on comes Cameron Dicker and the Chargers for a field goal try. Ball spotted on the left hash, 49 yards out. Brown's kick is up and good. And that'll get him back to 11.
A dependable kicker, man, that is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
Starting at the 10. Fought off a tackle, but he lost the football. Oh, and the fumble jumps out of bounds. What a break there for the offense.
You know what? This game is hard. So sometimes catching a break or two in just the right circumstances is a big deal. Sideline could be your best friend as a runner because you lose the ball next to it, there's a good chance it could go harmlessly out of bounds.
Go! 70 Lions! Ready?
Here's Ritter. Completed to Pollard. It's a race down the right side. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Pollard on first and goal. And he pushed for it, but they managed to stop him at the 2. 3 yards on the gain. Now they just need 2 more on second and goal.
Hey, I get it on first and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Now we get a timeout taken by the Titans. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Second chance at 6 here. It's 2nd and goal.
Ready? 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Go trap, go trap. Ready?
Pollard has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2. Tennessee calling its 2nd timeout now. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Well, now things get a little dicey for this offense. 1 down left before a big decision to make. Do you continue to try running it against a front that stopped you, or are you now forced to put the ball in the air?
70 Timberwolves.
Here is Pollard. And again, they stall him out at the line. He couldn't get it. They don't gain anything, so another goal line stand brings up a 4th down decision. Now, just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense, and they can try for some points going into the break. Only 2 seconds left in the half, so on comes the field goal unit. Angling this one in from the right hash, the challenge here. Gay's kick is good. And that extends their lead to 14. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Huard with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. With this kick, we're back underway. A spot in the divisional round on the line. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this 2nd half. We've got a touchback. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Now Herbert to throw. It's caught. This is Jalen Wright. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
Translatable skills. That's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
Running behind center with Wright. He'll drive it forward, but won't get beyond the line. Jeffrey Simmons that time on the tackle. 3rd and a lone yard coming up. Shotgun snap to Herbert. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. And that leaves them with a decision to make on 4th and short. On 4th down, they snap it to Herbert. He connects downfield on 4. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They get 27 on the play. And the 4th down call pays off as they'll move the chains. Here's a give for Wright. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
He easily had the yardage for a 1st, but he was hungry for a lot more. I think that tackle prevented something that was going to be a lot bigger than just a 1st down pickup.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Herbert now off the play fake. Cut near the goal line. And that's a Los Angeles touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
That one right down the middle. And the Chargers chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. His return starts at the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Let's go now. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Take go.
From the gun, they go with Pollard. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Viking 18. Panther 60, Panther 60. Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Go.
Back to throw now, it's Ritter. Okonkwo brings it in. And he'll be across midfield and close to that 45 before going out. He picks up 28 on the play. And the Titans will have a 1st down. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Gets this one to Pierce. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That's going to pick up the 1st down after a gain of 26.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball in your hands, number one. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, that's like a good peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Takes both to make it work. And defensively, you've got to have that pressure up front. That's peanut butter. And then you'd like to have some jelly. And that was almost a huge play with an interception.
The give on 2nd to Pollard. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
These edge defenders in the league today, Kate, they've got so much on their list to do. A huge to-do list. They got to get to the passer, they got to set an edge, and they got to stop that run game. Not just on the end of the line, but in that case, right in the middle of the field.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11.
Set. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Now Ritter. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Gay's kick is good. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
That's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, Ram. Baylor Tiger. 12. Set.
Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Wright reels it in. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
We'll go orange. Hey, Ray. Hey, Ray. Ready?
First and 10, here's Herbert. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Making the stop that time, Nick Cross. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 46. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And that pushes them back, 3rd down coming up. 1 quarter to go, Brock, and we'll see who can earn the wild card win. It's Chargers football, and they trail. Need to fight to keep their postseason going. This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down.
Right. Wow.
This is Wright running left. He's got room to roam here. He's at the 30. The 10. He goes the distance. Touchdown, LA. The Chargers making a 4-point game here in the 4th. Jalen Wright with the touchdown. And he connects there, so now another kick from him. A field goal would tie this game in the 4th. Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Kickoff taken at the 3. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. They're out and set. 1st and 10.
Let's go. Bronco 80. 70 Lion.
They give to Pollard from the gun. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Hurt. Hey, check that. Street. Hut.
Again, a run with Pollard. And he's going nowhere there. Add that to what's been a tough afternoon for him. Stuck to the ground, but nothing gained that time, and it brings up 3rd and 7.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
19, Tiger, 19, Tiger. Let go.
Throw on third down. They did it! He made the interception! Derwin James picks it. Wanted to hit his tight end there, but a defender anticipated it, got a hand on it, and it is picked off.
Yeah, I think this defenses today have figured it out. There's a lot of good tight ends, and they can be mismatch makers, so you better have an awareness and coverage of where those tight ends are. This defense did, and boy, what a big play to take that ball away.
Able to find Wright. And they make the stop, we're going to say, at about the 37-yard line.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
Here's 2nd and 5. Johnston brings it in. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Hey, go Lion, 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 Lion.
Here's Wright on the carry. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10.
Crowd right.
They run again with Wright. And they beat him to the edge. That run stopped back at the line. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, they got a tackle behind the line, but a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
Baylor tight. Baylor Tiger.
2nd and 10 now. And he is in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers take a 4th quarter lead. A chance to take their lead beyond a field goal on this point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Chargers take a 4-point lead. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Return starts at the 3. Finds some space, he's past the 30. They'll bring him down on the return as he gets this to the 33.
Trailing by 1 score late here, Cade. Maybe this is the return. Maybe this is what helps them get right back into it. Good field position now to start their most important series yet of this game.
All right, one more snap before the 2-minute warning.
Come on, set. 70 Timberwolf. Buffalo 18. Cup 19. Go.
1st and 10, it's Pollard. And he works his way for a gain of 4. That's the 2-minute warning here in Nashville. Titans losing by 4. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
60 Eagles. Ready. 60 Bobcat. 18 Pioneer. Bring it.
Right back to Pollard. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. A 70-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the first down, just get to a manageable third down, but instead they move the chains, and that is one disheartening look on that defense.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. He'll look to throw it. Pass taken in by Pollard. And he goes out, just needed one more step there to reach midfield.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. And with third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Trap 60, trap 60. Panther 11, Panther 11. Ready?
They give to Pollard on the option. And defenders continue to swarm over to get him at the line. They'll need 4 to convert now after no gain on second down.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
Let's go now.
Throwing now. Caught by Pollard. And he goes out a little short of the 40. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And that'll be a Tennessee first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Panther 60, Panther 60. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Dragon 60. Cowboy 80. And up.
Running right, here's Pollard. And this one does not go far. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7. Back to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And it's third down. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
Give him 8 yards on the play. And the Titans will have a first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Cougar 19, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Bronco 80. Let go.
They run the counter to Pollard. And he's going to be out of bounds. Looks like a yard or 2 short of the 25. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Go.
Setting up to pass. And he's got it. He pulls in a game-winning touchdown with almost no time left. Absolutely clutch score there, Brock, as they take the lead here in the final minutes.
Incredible execution. The moment not too big for any of them. And, Kate, they cashed in when it really mattered.
That one splits the uprights. And the Titans push their lead to 3. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Starting from the 5. Good looking return here, and he's got room. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35. Ball at the 33 for first down. Here he is to throw. And that's going to fall incomplete. We're down to 9 seconds left. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And it's going to be second down. Went way outside there trying to work that sideline, Brock. But by the time the ball had arrived, well, the defender had to knock that ball out.
I think you see my reaction in the booth every time
I do.
we see that throw, because I can close my eyes and remember the terror that I felt as a quarterback when you let that ball go and you're throwing it all the way to the boundary. There's some risk reward, and that time, well, there was no reward.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down.
Let's go.
Back to the air, Herbert. That throw finds Johnston. So a timeout's taken, just 5 seconds left. And after the pause, we're going to see our last play of the game.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. So a timeout's taken, just 5 seconds left. And after the pause, we're going to see our last play of the game. Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Herbert from the gun has the connection to right. And with 2 seconds remaining in our contest, we're going to see what both teams decide to do with this final play.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
A big try coming up here for Cameron Dicker. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. He didn't get enough into it. Oh, it just comes down shy of the crossbar. And they are unable to tie up this contest. So here in Nashville, they tie